Everybody, we are back. It is Simple Launch Favorites Podcast, Favorites Channel, Favorites Everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it, hit the dislike button if you don't like it, leave a comment. If you like it, leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glen Rockney for Glenn, and of course, pandasubs.com, discount code TDL for 25% off. And make sure you guys go to Homage, get you a t-shirt. Go to Homage, guys. Check it out. Get you a shirt. Get whatever you need from Homage, jackets, all that good stuff. All right. So we are doing this in the middle of an interesting game, I guess, the Eagles versus Packers. So, if you guys have to check this later, you can. The stream will always be there, Yeah. We understand. But we're here to talk a little bit of the Raider stats from last week, of course, and what's going on in Raiders land and all that good stuff, and answer you guys' questions, whatever questions you guys have. Whatever you're feeling, go ahead, ask us. Let us know what you're feeling. If you want to call in, let me get that phone number too as well. If you guys want to call in or something, you guys can do that too. But yeah, how are you feeling, Glenn, for this weekend?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's Raiders still lost on Thursday. That sucked. Still mad about it. The season, I guess in draft news, we're at that point now. The Raiders didn't move up in draft position per Tankathon, but there were some teams that kind of evened things up by winning. We're at this point where you don't want to just win, baby. And, we got some big games coming up against Cleveland at some point. New York Giants are also playing the Raiders. It's going to be really riveting stuff the second half of the season.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be some interesting moves here that are going to be happening for us with the Raiders. See what they do in the draft. Do they move up? How do they maneuver? Like, what exactly are they going to do? That's going to be the most interesting thing we're going to see. I mean, do they fire Chip Kelly, which I think they are? What happens with Patrick Graham? Does Pete Carroll retire? There's going to be a lot of questions to be answered when this season ends, which, I'm hoping it's quickly. I mean, at this point, it's getting ugly. You got 8 games left, Glenn. You got 8 games left for this.
8 games left.
8 games left.
And it's probably going to be a lot of those in losing fashion.
Yeah. I just don't see it getting any better.
No. It's the point of no return.
We reached that point where it's like, man.
Yeah, and that's like I said, I don't want to go 0-6 in the division. Like, give me one win. Give me one win against a division team. I don't care about the other games, honestly. But one win against a division opponent. I'm not saying I'll be happy, but I'll be like, 0-12 the last 2 years in the division would be really sad.
Yeah, and they got a couple teams that are like around where they are for a draft position, like the Browns, right, and the Giants, and Jackson Dart has a concussion every single week, and then Brian Dable got fired today. So it's going to be super interesting here to see what's going on with this team in the offseason and what they do in the draft too, with the 10 more picks once again.
10 more picks. Hey, like I said, they're not going to be short on resources to get this team better. They haven't been for quite some time either. I mean, they've had plenty of picks, plenty of cap space, and they've just not gotten it right. But I don't know. We'll see. This offseason, like I said, 10 picks. That's a lot. What did they have? 11 last year? They made 11 picks last year. It's a lot. A lot of darts to throw at the board.
Yeah, it's a lot of darts. But we're going to see. I know a lot of people want a quarterback. I see a couple comments in there. Celebrate each loss, boys. That's earning a quarterback.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if that means that, but yeah.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, they could fall in love with Ruben Bain.
That's what I mean. What I mean is, like, the losing wouldn't necessarily create the quarterback. Now, it might get you with your second-round pick, which you did earn from losing as well, top of the second-round pick. That could create the quarterback, which I think is the route they're going to go in.
You think they're going to go? It depends on who it is.
Caleb Downs or like somebody like that. I I don't know that I could see them passing on just that like blue chip Arvell Reese kind of guy early. Peter Woods, whatever. I mean, there could be even a late riser. I mean, that Keldrick Falk guy, I think is his name. He's a lot of people are really big fan. People think he's going to test really well at the combine, and he is very good. So I'm just throwing names out there. I'm not saying it's going to be this person, but I just mean they might do that. And I wouldn't blame them. Like, this defense does need like one more, just like, or not one more. They need more than one, but they definitely need like that blue chip, like, they don't grow on trees, but like Fred Warner type, the just good or like just a really good player to go. I mean, if they're not trading Max Crosby, they do owe it to him to surround him with some talent.
Yeah. Somebody said Reese is tight. No, I don't know. I don't know. It might be Bane. You know what I mean? I don't know who it's going to be, to be honest. I mean,
the Titans would probably trade out of the pick if I were them. If you have the number 1 pick and you just took a quarterback, in my opinion, you trade out of it. You don't. I mean, it might even be the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? But if a team's in the top 5 and wants to trade up to 1 and has to give up future picks for it, that's like what you would do, in my opinion. If you were the Titans, you gotta. I mean, we saw that team look awful compared to the Raiders. I mean, it's just they need what the Raiders need, but more. I mean, because we don't even know if Cam Ward's good.
Yeah, but I think he's shown enough that they're gonna give him another shot.
They'll give him a shot. Yeah, I just mean like what I mean is like the question hasn't been answered. They won't address it this year. I mean, I don't think they're gonna do Josh Rosen, Kyler Murray kind of thing. But I just mean they don't. They need to like make sure they know if Cam Ward's the guy. So I think they'll trade down within the top 6 or 7 picks. That probably nets you a first-round pick the next year and more. It might even be 2 first-round picks. It just depends. Then you get that for the Titans. That would be probably the best case scenario, because they could still get a Jordan Tyson. They could still get somebody like that. And then for these other teams that do need a quarterback, and I'm here. Guess what we should be going for as Raider fans? Tyler Shuck. We should be hoping Tyler Shuck balls out for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
because he played. I mean, he made some big throws. I didn't watch the game, but like he won a game against Carolina, a division game. We need to hope that can fool the Saints a little bit, or not fool. He might actually be good. Who knows? We need the teams to not be so quarterback desperate. I think right now it's between the Jets, Raiders. I mean, who else? You never know with Cleveland. They might.
Yeah.
They might. That's kind of the teams they're competing against big time. The Giants won't need it, I don't think. I mean, I really don't see them moving on from Dart this fast. He doesn't seem like the problem. So it's going to be about three teams in the top 5 that are probably going to fight over that number 1 pick.
Okay. Somebody asked this question twice, so I just had to Google this about Chip Kelly and Tom Brady. Did you see that today?
Somebody said it was from Instagram, though. Like, come on, guys.
Let me look. I'm gonna look here in a second. But I do see people saying that that Pete's not gonna take a quarterback. He's gonna take Anthony Richardson. You guys know that, right? At 5.
He was going. You're saying he was going to the year he came. I thought you're saying he's gonna.
Yeah, and they just paid Geno that year. They just paid Geno.
Yeah.
He's gonna take Anthony Richardson.
Again, we didn't expect a lot of things that Pete did this year. A lot of stuff he did. So to say what he's going to do, I'm not saying they're good or bad, but I mean the offensive coordinator hired. A lot of things that happened. I didn't expect him to keep Patrick Graham. There was a lot of things I didn't expect from Pete Carroll. So I don't know. I will say, if the Raiders are picking in the top 3, I doubt it's going to be because Geno was losing a bunch of games by 1 point, scoring 30 points a game. Pete, time's ticking. He's going to go, all right, Geno, you can be my backup next year, or we'll trade you. I mean, I don't even know what he's worth at this point, but Geno Smith might be on the roster next year, but they're going to bring somebody in. I mean, if they're this bad, they have to. I mean, he has not played well. This is not a team that's losing 30-27 every week. This is a bad team that cannot score points.
What is uncovered NFL? Is that from ID or something?
Sounds like when my grandpa hears something on Facebook and he tells me it's real. Like, what?
Oh, some dude. Oh, he's just an Instagram guy.
That's what I'm saying. It's an Instagram guy. I don't know, man. Every time I go on Instagram, it's like people speculating and they act like they got a source.
Yeah. right. All right. Let's get some questions real quick here. Some other questions. I was just seeing that, but yeah, I think people like. I don't know where this whole loyalty to Gino thing's coming from, but I see that a lot on Twitter. I do see that. Like people are like, he's loyal to Gino. Like, do you want him to like? I don't know what they want him to do. I mean,
He might still be on the team. He might still be on the team next year.
I just don't think Pete is that as dumb as people think they are, because I think a lot of people don't like Pete because he didn't play JPJ.
And the rookies,
and the rookies, a lot of those things that are happening right now, like the personnel and what they're trying to do. And I get it. I mean, they're 2-7, so you could do it. But I do think the loyalty to Gino thing is just a little overrated.
Oh, this is a Florio thing? You guys already know how I feel about Florio. I won't even go on that diatribe again.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that is that what it is? Because he didn't pull him out the game. Yeah, but I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know if it's. That's what I'm saying. Like, am I protecting you if I'm going to take a quarterback right after I pay you? I don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got him the money, and then also, you stay friend. I mean, I don't know, you stay friends with the guy. I guess I text him about, I don't know, things. I have no idea. See the West Virginia game, Gino. They're building something. That's what that could be. But at the end of the day, this is why I don't want Kenny Pickett in. By the way, I want the whole year of Geno Smith. I want Geno Smith to play all year. I want there to be zero questions about. Did they pull him? Did they do him dirty? Any of that? Nope. I want that done. I want like if they're going to win 2 or 3 games with Geno Smith as a starting quarterback, you have to move on, or at least have another person in the quarterback room that could take his job.
Yeah. All right. He's asked this like 3 times. So I'm going to answer it. So what do you think of the report for Cover.g say Pete is on his way out?
I don't believe it. I mean, we'll see. I don't believe it. I don't think Pete's on his way. Unless he's retiring, I don't think they're going to fire him.
What college QB would you pair with Dable?
What, did we already hired Brian Dable?
I did.
Okay, what college quarterback would I pair with him? John Mateer, because I like John Mateer.
Who would I do? Brendan Swordsby.
You want a guy that can run a little bit. You definitely want a guy that can run a little.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Should have kept Josh McDaniels. That would have been great. No, I don't care what Josh is getting. Drake made. This is he's getting. Josh is having Drake made just throw dimes and making him look awesome. He's running the same exact plays.
Yeah,
Drake May just balling. I don't think people realize how good Drake May is playing at. And that system is a quarterback offense, so I really don't put too much into play card like people do with that offense because it's such a quarterback offense. If the quarterback is awesome and he's playing his ass off and he knows where to go and he's really smart, he doesn't need a coach. The coach just calls the play, he makes a decision. So that's why I look at Josh. I don't look at Josh just like I'm not gonna be on. I'm sure the NFL is gonna do that. The NFL is gonna start being on his balls because he's got a lot of fans in the writing community and journalists. But yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that. All right, do the Raiders cut Tyree after the season? Probably not. No,
I don't think so. There's no reason to.
Yeah, Dable doesn't seem well liked by the coaches. What a coordinator for a good offense that doesn't call plays.
I don't know. I mean, Daboll did a nice job with Buffalo. I mean, he did a nice job with Buffalo. I mean, he won a playoff game with Daniel Jones. He's just not a head coach. He's not a head coach. And it's New York, too. I mean, New York is different than Vegas. Like, I'm not saying to me, I like Mike LaFleur from the Rams. I want to get somebody from the McVay tree because I'm sorry, you just look at what the Rams are doing. Yes, they have Matthew Stafford, so you do have to go get a quarterback. But what they're doing on offense, you're just like, damn it. Why does that look so good? And they look like they're having a lot of fun when they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, go. Mike LaFleur would be the guy for me. Where the reason you offer him that too is because it's McVay. Right?
Yeah,
McVay, you don't run the offense. You give this guy a chance to come run the offense, similar to what the Texans did with I can't remember their offensive coordinator's name right now. But is that the best example? I don't know how great the Texans offense is, but that's the type of move those guys make when they're from an offensive wizard tree. They get to go prove it on their own. Sometimes it doesn't work, but that's what I'd like to go. Nick Caley is the guy I'm thinking of for Houston.
Okay,
but yes, I like LaFleur for sure.
Okay, LaFleur. There's Mike McDaniel. Who knows? He might just hire Greg Olson or something. At what point do they put Pickett? I don't think
Hopefully
they're
never. Hopefully never.
I
I
don't
want,
think
like I
they
said,
do
I want Gino to get the full year. Let's get the full year so we know.
It's about time we shuffle the O line to see what our draft has. I keep seeing this thing with Glaze at guard. He's never played guard. I don't know what that's about. I don't think he can. That's a big ask in the middle of the season. He's never done it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Rodgers in there because they're going to start Will Putnam, who got his ass kicked. That, to me, I don't need to see Putnam in there. I know there's this guy Robinson from the practice squad people like. Sure, I guess. Let's go take a look. But let's get a little unorthodox. At the end of the day, Geno Smith is not this prized artifact on our team that I care too much about. Like, you can't shuffle the O-line because that quarterback back there, we don't expect this guy to be the starter next year. So let's go try something out on the O-line.
Somebody asked, aren't slow tackles good guards?
Are they?
I mean, no. A good tackle to guard is a guy who has like short arms, but is still kind of very athletic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Still athletic, but has like kind of like shorter arms. And that's the type of guy I would move from tackle to guard. I just can't see Glaze playing guard. I can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
He's never done it. So you're asking a lot. You're just basically trying to, I don't know. I feel like that's just for talk, speculation. I don't think that would ever, but that would work. I mean, if you can't play tackle, you can't play tackle. Like, so but bad isn't that a failed tackle? But if you can't play tackle, like I'm just trying to find a position for you. Have somebody else do that. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
If somebody else wants to do that, cool. Go ahead. See if DJ Glaze can play guard. I'm not gonna do that mid-season when that's a lot to ask from him. He's never done it. So that's something if you want him to play guard, you do that in the off season where you so he can learn it because he's got to learn totally different. He's got to help pick up blitzes a little bit too. He doesn't have to do that as a tackle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. A lot more that goes into it. You know what I mean? I understand. The Chip Kelly Brady thing is a Florida quote, right? Yeah.
Disregard.
I see that. Yeah. He said Pete Carroll was one and done 31 years ago with the Jets. We see one and done. Like when one and done happens, we're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Then I pull up our story, and with all the one and dones for the past 7 years, it's like, hell, this happens a lot. I also know where this is going for the Raiders. I wonder what Tom Brady thinks. That's what Floria said.
Yeah. I don't see them firing him unless he retires. The only chance, in my opinion, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong here. I'm not like I'm not gonna sit here and you guys, I didn't say that. No, but the only way I can see this happening is Pete going, shit, I did not sign up for the full rebuild. I signed up for like a team that was going to win 7 games and then 10 games the next year, then the Super Bowl. That's that. If he says that and goes, I just don't have that in me to do this, which I don't think he's going to say that. I think Pete's kind of crazy and thinks like, nah, challenge accepted. And I think it's a bad idea to fire 3 coaches in 3 years. I just don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think so either. But I don't think. Well, I'll say this. I don't think what is outside of the building is the feeling of what's inside the building as much as people want it to be.
Right.
Like their feelings of what's happening outside the building. Because you have to think about it, man, this defense has overachieved like crazy. You can say whatever you want about the offense. I mean, that's the problem with this whole team is the offense. Right? Am I right about that, Glenn? The whole problem with this team is the offense. The defense has overachieved. Like, I did not expect them to be good at all. So they've overachieved. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the view of what we view it, just because they're losing, and it might be a little different. That's why I don't think anything's gonna happen to them.
Yeah,
because
no, I
it's
agree.
because it's not like, I don't know, like just like with AP last year, it felt like AP just didn't know what he was doing. Like this one feels like, he's is he senile at some things? Yes. Is he senile? But I also feel like he's given up a lot of controls because you don't see a lot of the soft cover three that he loves to do like all the time. They're switching up coverages. They're not blitzing, of course, but they are switching up coverages. There's a little bit more of what Patrick Graham likes to do. He gave Chip Kelly obviously too much control, but then we'll see how that goes with Chip though. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. To me, like you said, the defense has overachieved slightly. And when we're saying overachieved, I mean they're not good, but that neither is the sum of the talent, sum of its parts is not good at all. The offense, that should be middle of the pack at worst, in my opinion. It really should. It should be middle of the pack at worst, and it's terrible. It's among the worst in the league.
Okay. And then talking about Brady much. If Brady, I would go personally up there. I would go walk up to Brady and have a conversation with personally if they hired Chip Kelly.
Yeah, there would be no way to make me less excited about my season than if Chip Kelly was the head coach of the Raiders.
I guess he might trade Max Crosby. He has too many tattoos.
He for sure would.
Too many tattoos, man. Man.
Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, just the vibes with him are so bad right now. To just give that guy more control would be, oh gosh.
No, I would not give Chip another year. Chip needs to go.
I don't think it works. And when people talk about the Genti pick being a waste, which I don't agree it is. I think he's a very good player. I think they just don't. I don't think he calls a very good run game. I really don't, Chip Kelly. So I think right now, even though you need to go get your quarterback of the future, you need to get that offensive mind that can really get a nice run game going with a back that I think is special. And you can. Boom! Like you want that offense. Like if you do draft a rookie quarterback, that'd be a great offense for him to go into. Is where, as the quarterback's developing, you're running the ball down people's throats. That's why Minnesota's not really that good right now with JJ. Yes, he's learning, he's struggling. You see flashes. He's been playing better, in my opinion, but they don't have that ability to just give someone 25 carries.
Yeah.
While he's learning, and I think the Raiders would have that. But with Chip Kelly there, you just see people crashing on all these run plays. He's just not catching anybody off guard. He's just like he's in college mode. My 5-star linemen are going to beat up Minnesota Golden Gophers this weekend. That's the way he coaches. This is the NFL. The NFL's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say the game is bad. See, I don't know. I disagree with some of these takes, man, about Pete.
I'm with you.
It's not that like I'm a fan of like everything he's doing, but I just think it's like I think the Geno Smith stuff. Is Ty Simpson any good?
I think so. Yeah. I don't. He's not my quarterback one. I'm not Ty Simpson quarterback one right now. That's not my.
I like Ty Simpson a lot. He just scares the hell out of me because we've seen this before. Mm-hmm. He is 23 years old though.
Yeah, that is interesting. Having not a lot of starts and being 23 years old is very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you be no Chip Kelly? No.
Why do I mean he's asked that like 5 times. Just chill out. It's not I don't want it. The answer is no.
Oh, Chip is so bad, guys. I don't care what you get. Chip is bad.
Yeah, the reason they suck is
the reason they suck is the offense. Like I don't even know that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like we're so hard on Pete. The reason they suck is the offense.
Yeah,
and the guy's like full control. He has full control, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people are mad. Like JPJ was playing. Like I don't know if that was Chip or you know what I mean. And I've heard some things about JPJ. So
yeah. He's probably out for the year right now. So yeah. I mean, it's just we're not even gonna have him. So the whole debate of like, is he a starter? Is he a center? He's on IR. He's probably gonna be on IR. It sounds like.
Yeah. I think as I say, like people love JPJ, so there's a little bit to do with it. Him kind of sitting JPJ out, even though I heard some things about like the. So you guys want to hear rumors that the O-line wasn't the biggest fans of that dude. So I'll just say that. All right, guys. What do you think about Gino's demeanor lately? Yelling at teammates like accountability.
I hate it. I hate it all.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
I hate it all. I don't. There's not one thing I like about the Gino and Chip Kelly thing happening right now. There's not one redeeming thing. BG Grissom, what's a cuck chair? Could you explain that to me in the chat, please? I don't get the joke.
What's the cook chair? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what is that? BG Grissom, can you say what that is? I want him to explain it.
What is it? I missed that one.
Yeah, what is that? No, I just don't get it. What is it? Yeah, I mean, if you could explain what that is to me, I'd love to be in on the joke.
Oh man, you guys are funny. Yeah. What does that mean? That's
yeah. I don't know. I don't want to Google anything weird. I want to be on a list. I'm not gonna Google it. I want BG Grissom to explain it to me.
Yeah. We need we need to know what that is.
Yeah, what is it?
All right. What was that? Would you be mad if they passed on keeping the draft and took a tackle? I mean, they need to take a quarterback early. That's all I am.
I think one of your first two picks need to be one. Ideally, both in the first round. Oh, so you guys do know what a cuck chair is. You guys know what that is. I don't. You guys watch the weird shit, not me. Yeah, I wouldn't know. But I think that they with their first two picks, the tackle's interesting because I don't care. I'm one of those people. If the guy's really good, I don't care. Like if it's a tackle and he's just like a badass tackle, then we have a good tackle, right? To me, it's kind of like though I'm kind of like best defensive player available right now.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at. But again, if you told me they found Joe Thomas in the first round or Lane Johnson, if they found a guy that's that, yeah, sure, obviously, let's do it.
I heard the O-line offensive tackle class is not that good.
Interesting. A lot of them projected very high when you look at mock drafts, which I've been doing.
Yeah. I've heard.
I haven't been looking up certain chairs on the internet like the rest of the chat, but I have been looking up tackles. It's weird that you guys know what that is because your lady interacts with another man. Interesting. Interacting like a job interview.
No. It's like P. Diddy and Cassie. Cassie.
Oh, I see.
P. Diddy's a cuck.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've never heard of such a thing. It's just not something I'd be into at all. So
that me either.
Yeah. It's just not something I'd put on the internet. Yeah. P. Diddy, Bad Boys for Life. Really?
Yeah. P.
Oh
Diddy
my gosh. Wait, what else has he been doing? No, I'm kidding. Wait, he's bad? What? Yeah.
What?
You kidding me, dude?
Wow.
I'm like Robin Williams in Jumanji. I just showed up like 10 years later. Like what? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched Spencer Funnell yet. I'm trying to get through all these quarterbacks first. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check him out. But I haven't watched him yet.
Utah guy, yeah. No, I mean they have two guys they say that can be top 100 picks, which is interesting.
What's the question we got? What percent would you give a chance of Kyler becoming a Raider?
Again, if the goal of the chat is to make me not excited about next year, Kyler Murray at quarterback, Chip Kelly as head coach, I'm not even going to say what I would do. I'd go sit in that chair right now. This is what I would do. I'll go sit in that chair behind me. I would just go sit down in it and think pensively.
All right. You guys need to win one game. Who's your guy? Josh McDaniels or Chip Kelly? Josh. Are we playing the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan? That's what Josh brings to the game. You're the best play card in the league? Let's see.
Yeah.
Look what I got. That's what Josh brings to the game.
Yeah. That's man. Gosh.
You trade Miller or keep him? No, you keep.
You're bringing in a rookie quarterback. You want to trade the best lineman on the team? Go ahead. That's not how you build a team.
How are we feeling about the wide receiver room?
I'm fine with it right now. Let it develop. You can always add. Again, if you want to draft in the draft, you want to find somebody in the mid rounds, similar to what like Seattle's done with Torrey Horton and people like that, find some stuff. But I think a lot of people want to write off Jack Besh. And I mean, look, Thornton's stock is pretty low right now amongst the fan base, despite being Calvin Johnson in the preseason. That's not my words. That's a lot. There were a lot of people saying that because of his height and speed that he's Calvin Johnson. He might just be a guy, like a material handler at a warehouse named Calvin Johnson. Just if that's another guy, not Megatron. But needless to say, let's develop these guys. And I think Jack Besh can be a very solid receiver. I think Trey Tucker's good. And then obviously the offense is going to run through Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer.
Yeah, I like Trey Tucker. Some people don't like Trey Tucker, but I do. I think I didn't like Thornton coming out. So
you didn't. You on draft day.
I did not like that pick at all. So I just want to say that. I just want to say that straight up. I did not like that Thornton pick. People were mad at me that day because I was like, you should have took a damn defensive player.
Yeah, I still didn't hate it because that's the right time to take the.
It's too high for him. He just didn't. He didn't do anything on film for me to be like to even feel like he could reach that potential. So that's why I didn't like it. I didn't feel like that. I just feel like it was just gonna be a long process. And I think they put him out here, put him out there way too fast, and he's just not ready. Like he never had really had good hands. It was just. I don't know. I never liked that pick, so that's how I really feel about it. If you guys wanted to know,
but Besh, I would like to see him get some targets. I mean, there seems to be times where he's open, especially underneath. Like I'd love to see him get some work. It just seems like anytime he makes a mistake, they just like don't put him out there anymore, or just don't look his way. I mean, one time it's a holding call, one time it was like lined up offsides, just like rookie bullshit that you do, and they're just like, oh, that's enough. Like, no, it's not enough. We're 2-7. Let's let this guy. Let's just make this preseason. Let's get these guys reps.
Yeah. Do y'all like the QB from NC State? That's Malik. What's his name?
CJ Bailey.
Bailey.
I don't think he's coming out this year. I do. He's not as fast as people think. I think people think he's like some dynamic player. He's big and he's big with a cannon. I think he's more of a next year guy, if I'm not mistaken. CJ Bailey, he's very talented.
MBZ trying to call me out. You did say you like the third pick on video show, man. That's a great memory, MBZVX.
That's crazy.
I like the memory.
I have a screenshot of Marcus telling me that he didn't like it the minute it happened. So I guess I'm not Vinny Bonsignor. I guess you don't care, but he did show that to me.
I gotta check out CJ Bailey, but I haven't seen a couple games, and he has done some good things for NC State. What do y'all think about Pete Carroll staying or going? I still think he stays. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Staying.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Yeah.
What if Shanahan gets fired? Oh, I don't think that's happening. Right? That would be crazy.
Well, he would have a job the next day, and I don't know. The Niners are going to be fighting for a wild card with their starting quarterback not playing all year, pretty much.
Yeah. Do you guys put any stock into the Bengals wanting to move Burrow? What? Who said this? Also, how high the highest you would take your guy Peyton? Oh, I don't know yet. I as of right now, I'd probably say Peyton is going to go in the second round. I just think that he's going to rise over the process, but I want to see how he finishes the season and more of the film. But he'll still be a trade up guy for me, back in the first round type of dude. For me, but Burrow getting traded to where?
I don't. Is this from underground NFL sports.com at Instagram? I don't know. I don't know where these rumors are coming from.
But Matt LaFleur getting fired?
I called that last week. I actually think that's possible. For sure.
Oh man,
because the Packers might not make the playoffs, and they just traded 2 first-round picks for a defensive player. That's usually when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now they might win this game tonight, and that might be a different feeling. But they might not make the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think McDermott's getting fired if the Bills don't make the playoffs, which they probably will because the AFC's bad. but I can see. McDermott's not that good of a coach, man. Like he's got way too many bad games.
How are we reacting when DT comes out of retirement? It wouldn't be how I react. It would be how a lot of Raiders fans would shoot themselves, maybe. All right. Would you hire Cliff? Nah, I would never hire Cliff.
They almost did last year.
And he's talking about for coach.
I know, but he might have been the coach.
You think
it might have been if Pierce got fired and Kingsbury was their OC last year, he might be the coach right now. Like I'm not saying you would have. I mean, Brady, these guys coming in might have decided something different, but you never know.
Yeah. All right. A couple more questions. Would they fire Florida? That'd be crazy. All right. Let's get to these stats. Let's start talking. Let's switch the conversation. Keep asking your questions, guys. I'm saving them. Just keep asking them. You don't have to ask them multiple times. I am saving the questions. And I will get to it. All right. I know I'm not answer it real quick, but all right. So this shows just stats, baby. Let's talk about some of these stats. All right. So Geno Smith last week. Okay. 82% accuracy overall. Now he was 100% on intermediate and deep passes. But the problem is, you always know what I talk about, Glenn. If you're under 90 short,
yeah, your ass.
He's under 80 short this game. He was awful. He had the worst passes I have seen in a minute. And, I feel like, that's why, I think a lot of people want him benched because he got hurt. But, I mean, if anything, if he deserved to get benched, it is the throws more than him being injured. You know what I mean? And, to be honest, like, I that's why, people, talk about Kenny Pickett playing, but I don't know. I feel like they would feel more comfortable if Aiden O'Connell was healthy to actually, if they wanted to do that. I really feel that. I believe that. I know they gave up a whole bunch of high 5th round pick.
Yeah.
But it's bad. It's bad.
But why did they do that though? Like that is a valuable question. Why did a 5th round pick for Kenny Pickett? That doesn't mean you think Aiden O'Connell is like excellent. I mean, even if Aiden O'Connell missed time the way that he did, if you thought he was good, you would just go sign some guy to hold the place. Like they went out and got Kenny Pickett and paid, draft pick for him. I mean, again, the Raiders have made up this draft pick. They're going to get a comp pick that'll replace that. But still, that feels like a weird thing to do if you really like Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah. It was just awful. I mean, he had a couple good deep passes. I mean, he had the one to Tucker. Tucker ran a great route, and then the throw to Thornton that should have been caught, but Thornton misjudged it in the air or something. I don't know what he was doing. I think I don't know what he was doing. No idea. But he misjudged that ball in the air. So that was an issue for him, and that's why I also think he shouldn't be out there. Because if you can't do that, you shouldn't be playing.
Right.
What are we doing here? Like, what is our plan? If you can't do that, you know what I mean? So, that's kind of how I look at it. We got to figure out something. We got to figure something out if he can't do that. But yeah, Geno, it's just short passes, man. You can't his mechanics are terrible too now. That's the thing. It's he has the worst mechanics I've seen in a minute from a starting quarterback.
Yeah, it's weird. I'll be waiting for a tell-all piece about the 2025 Geno Smith happening from Albert Breer or something. There's got to be something that isn't right now. I mean, I think he's washed up for sure, but you can't not being able to complete short passes is definitely a thing. That's a red flag that I didn't think we'd see this year.
Yeah, that's the tell you, man. That's why the offense is the biggest issue. And you know what I mean? And you got to figure out how they're going to fix this offense. They have to figure that out. If they don't figure that out, I mean, we talk about changing coaches and all that stuff, but yeah, I still feel like if they had a better coordinator, this team would be like at least 4-5.
Yeah, it's just like Bengal, kind of like, or not
Shit,
Bengal.
they might be 5-4 if they beat the Broncos last week, and they, you know what I'm saying? And then they, or you know,
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, that's the sad part about this year. I still wouldn't feel that good about their future, in my opinion. Like, I'd still be like, this team isn't really that good, but it'd be more wins for us to watch.
Yeah, man, it's just been so damn ugly, and I just don't understand how bad. Like me going into this year, I thought I was gonna have a good offensive year, and then Matt, you know, was gonna have the rough year, and I was gonna get some retribution back from all these bad offenses I've seen. And it's honestly, it's been almost worse. You know what I mean? Like I'm at the point was like, was Gardner Minshew better last year? I know O'Connell was.
I was gonna ask right now, who's had a better season, Gardner Minshew for the Raiders last year or Geno Smith? What I mean is the fact that it's not an immediate, oh, Geno, duh. That's sad.
Right? That's bad, man.
I mean, it's awful. I mean, it's one of the worst things in a while. I mean, like remember when the Raiders traded 2 first-rounders for Palmer, and he definitely played like pretty good for a little bit, but it was kind of like, Palmer, is he washed up? He wasn't, by the way. He goes to Arizona and plays his ass off, but it was kind of like that he was out playing. This is a guy that was like retired for almost 2 years. Geno played football last year. Yeah, that's the weirdest part.
It's just crazy that this team literally, if they just played halfway decent off, let's say halfway decent, man, they win that game last week. They beat the Bears. If he doesn't throw 3 picks, the Jags game, if he just throws the open guy, Jesus,
yeah,
it's low key depressing a little bit. All right,
yeah,
right. Ashton Jeanty, 19 carries, 60 yards. 40 yards after contact. So it's a little bit. 2.11 yards after contact per attempt and 5 missed tackles.
This is why I think Chip Kelly sucks. I mean, straight up, is because this dude has to do all of his work after contact. You can blame the offensive line, and certainly after the injuries, you're like, okay, this line can't do anything. Can't block anybody in front of him. Couldn't block me and Marcus. You know, like they really couldn't. But for me, it's just like I see all around the league, like, people hate Kevin Stefanski. And there's people that say Quinshon Judkins is better than Ashton Jeanty. I think Quinshon Judkins is very good, but I don't think he's actually a better running back than Ashton Jeanty. But Stefanski, like, he does like some things with him that I think it just looks better. He's able to get him in space way easier than it is for the Raiders to do. I mean, and look, Jeanty gets a 30-yard run called back on a hold that, like, I don't think a lot of people agreed with. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, his numbers look a lot different in this, if that's the case. I hate the fact that, half our fan base doesn't even like this guy that much. Like, because I think he's really good. And I think every time he touches the ball, it's exciting. And, but, it's just the minute the guards went out too, it was just like, okay, well, nobody's going to get yards against this team. And I still like what he does as a receiver, even though, unfortunately,
he had the drop.
He had the drop that led to a pick. I know there's people that say, the ball should have been here. I'd like to see that ball caught, or at least dropped, regular dropped where it hits the ground.
Or if you're like what I'm noticing, every time they do a crack toss, he gets 7 yards.
I know.
And then because the crack toss also is where he got that 30-yard run.
Yes, exactly. Screens, crack toss, these just don't happen that often. But he gains yards every time.
I was literally going to look it up because I just went and looked it up on PFF. Just like they give him the ball outside the right end, he's averaging 4.6 yards per carry.
Yeah. With
3 runs of 10 yards more. So this, even to the left, it's only 2.9, but he still has two runs of 10 yards or more. But he has 69 yards after contact to the left with 10 missed tackles. So I'm just saying, like, if you are Like Chip Kelly, like how do you not recognize that? Like literally every time they toss it to him, he gets like 7 yards. Like, isn't that like a like? Isn't it like you should think about that? Like, hey, teams aren't able to play this. We get our guys out in space a little bit, and he reads it really well. But you know what I mean? That's just our coaching staff, just full of super smart guys.
Yeah.
You know?
No, absolutely. And like I said, I hate that it's even a debate. Running backs in the first round, especially the top 10, are always going to be a debate because people swear they don't matter. People swear they don't matter. I don't know. I saw Jonathan Taylor pretty much single-handedly win a game for the Colts the other day. I think they matter, personally.
Yeah.
And people go, oh, he's better than Gentry. I don't know. I don't know coming out. I don't think that was the case. I've seen them win games for teams. I've seen them be the focal point of an offense. You know, whether it's Christian McCaffrey, guys like that. They can. And I feel like the defense is never fooled on any of these runs from Ashton Genty, or there's just nothing. Doesn't seem like anything exotic's happening to my untrained eye. But I don't think anybody's refuted that.
It's the most basic running game that you'll find. It's simple as hell. It's a college football running game, dude. It's really what it is. He's running a college offense. That's why he has to go. Because that ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work.
No,
it's not gonna work.
Bad. It's bad.
All right. Let's get to this offense here. So O-line. So Will Putnam cannot play. I just want to say that he cannot play.
I'm putting him on the bench.
He can't play, man. 28.57 pressure rate is woo. Man. Good Lord. But yeah, Meredith got a shutout, missed some blocks. JPJ had that one pressure. Kappa came in and gave up pressure. Glaze gives up 3 a game at this point. Parham was 1 before he got out of there, but he had some misses on blocks. But it's really just Putnam. You cannot play Putnam. I don't know. You can't play him. That's all I know. So they got to play Caleb Rogers this week if Parham can't go. They have to. So that's all I know about looking at this. What are your thoughts, Glenn?
All this red. I feel like the jobs I've had that have involved spreadsheets, just kind of like inventory and stuff like this. Like if this was happening, either the company's going under or I'm fired.
Yeah.
But they're like Putnam's. Hey, we're gonna develop them. Stone Forsyth. Stone Forsyth. Look at, just like these guys suck. Like these guys are bad. They are definitely not. I won't say the O-line is like good, especially in the run game and stuff. But once those injuries went down, you're just going like, look, we have a top 100 guy. Like that's the thing I don't get, right? And if this is a Chip Kelly thing, that's one thing. But Pete Carroll can dress a player. Like he can say you're active for the game. You have Caleb Rogers, who is taken in the top 100 by John Spytek, right? He saw something in him, right? I didn't really like the pick that much, but he saw something in him. The fact is, like, 5 years of college, this guy played. He saw, and he can't get on the field. He can't even get dressed for the game. Like, what is happening? Like, this is the opportunity. This is why you do this. I keep saying, I hate the fact that they say the Raiders didn't address the O-line in the offseason. Yes, they did.
They did. They just not.
Let's just take a look at what they did to address it. Can I see that on the field? Can I see it for myself? Again, I didn't like that pick, but I'd like to see him. Guess who didn't even get picked, and now I don't like him is Will Putnam. Didn't get
why is Will Putnam out there? I don't know.
Competition.
All right, let's get to wide receivers, and I'll get some questions, and we'll end off with defense here. Brock Bowers had 2 targets according to PFF. I thought it was 3, but PFF only gave him 2. Michael Mayer had 4. Trey Tucker had 3. Tyler Lockett had 6. Ashton Genty had 5. I forgot to put Thornton on here. He only had 2 anyway, so it didn't matter. It was like a catch for 4 yards. But yeah, this is not throwing to Brock Bowers is ridiculous.
Yeah, I've heard like I said, I said it on Friday Night Live, but I'll say it again. You'll never hear an offensive coordinator saying, "Damn, I wish I really regret 15 targets I gave to Brock Bowers." Like it doesn't happen, but you will always hear someone say, "Why didn't we throw to Brock Bowers more?" It's your best player,
and they could have. They could have. They could have. He was literally trying to throw the Lockett. It was pissing me off the whole game. It was pissing me off. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's just even looking at this damn stats is pissing me off.
Yeah.
They're just talking about it. It's like, what the fuck, man? These guys are terrible at this point. All right, what's more important to having a successful team, an elite coaching staff, or a talented team like Philly? A talented team like Philly.
I mean, it is a talent league, man. Like there's times where you'll see a team that's like a 7-win team, that is better than that 7-win team.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're going like, okay, like with a better coach, this team could be a perennial playoff team. You do see that happen. What you don't see is like a 3-win team where you're like, man, that team's good. You know what? They're good. The New Orleans Saints, they're freaking good, man. And Kellen Moore might be a good coach. He might be. I'm not even making a ruling on him right now. I just know that their roster's not that good.
Exactly.
Their talent's not that good. You look at their prior drafts, it's probably not that good. Free agency. I mean, there's like there is a tier system to it. Like I said, you could be mid, and mid could be like they just don't have the right guy leading the team, but they're mid. They have a baseline of like 6 to 7 wins because they have talent. Then you get the ass teams. Unfortunately, the Raiders are ass. And you look at their defensive roster, which again, this is not the side of the ball that's playing that bad. This is not the worst side of the ball on the Raiders teams. In fact, it's the best one because the special teams are awful. But you look at that and you go, they just don't have enough on there. Now, I will say the Raiders offense, there's definitely some weak links on there, but that feels like an element that needs the proper coaching. We've been saying that. But as a team, you need talent. You need talent. You need depth. And even when the Raiders have had talent, they don't have depth. Even when they've had they're paper thin at depth. They let guys go in free agency constantly. Like you even look back at the Danico Autry, Lorenzo Alexander defensive line days when the defense wasn't really that good. And you're like, well, all these guys go on to other teams and they're playing really well. Mario Edwards, Jahad Ward. I mean, I won't say really well, but they've been starters on other teams. Yeah. And the Raiders just get rid of their depth constantly. And it's just like, to me, talent gives you a baseline of mid. Coaching elevates it all, but talent is what the baseline is in the NFL.
Yeah. Does Trevor Lawrence get traded?
No, I don't think so.
It depends on him and what his actual relationship with Liam Cohen is.
I don't see it.
That'd be crazy, right? But
to me with the Raiders, it's like I actually think Trevor Lawrence is good. He makes throws that not a lot of quarterbacks can make. To me, I'm just like I just know with the Raiders, like right now, like we do that because you have to get up 2 firsts for Trevor Lawrence. You do. Yeah. That's what he costs. And if the Raiders do that, I'll just be like, I know how this ends. He sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's what's that. To me, the Raiders are gonna have to draft the Golden Boy. Don't care who he is. I don't even care if I even like the pick at all. But you got to get the Golden Boy in the building to save this team. That's what it takes, and then keep getting depth and talent around him.
Somebody talk about Drake Thomas. Don't even get me started on Drake Thomas.
Don't get me started. Yeah, I know. Every time I watch, I hate watching Seattle. I hate them because we have their trash and they have our treasure.
Cut him after balling the whole preseason. They cut him.
Hate it. They're like, oh, Divine Diablo's better. Guess who we don't have now? None of them. With Devin White, who's not even the worst player on the team, but it's still Devin White, Landon Roberts, guys that cannot cover.
Does anyone trust Spytek draft to QB? Didn't he draft Trash and look? That's you got to understand. Like sometimes when we get to assistant GMs, he didn't draft him. That was Jason Light.
Also, that's the 4th round.
Yeah, no, he was second. He was like late second. Like
was he late second? I thought he was a 4th.
Like late. Like he's basically a 3rd round pick.
I haven't seen again. I haven't seen a 1st round pick. Like first round pick quarterback is different than any other round. I mean, let's be real. Like, it's just different. And this whole like, do you trust so and so? Do you do this? He's had one draft. Like, he's had one draft. I like a lot of the players he drafted. Some of them I don't like, but yes, I trust him because he's here. You have to. What are you going to do? Again, you also don't want to fire a bunch of GMs in how many years? You know, that would be Telesco fired last year. They're stuck with Spytek for a while, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think people are.
And they should be. They should. It's
they
like what?
Stuck with Pete with a little bit too, but people aren't ready for that.
Don't want it. People want the dopamine rush of fired. Adam Schefter fired. That's what they want. That tweet. I don't.
Doesn't Pete own some responsibility for the offense as he hired Kelly? Well, of course. He also thought Kelly was gonna be creative. Let's keep it real.
I did. Hell, I did. So.
Is there a disconnect between the coaching staff and the front office?
I think so. I actually think so. I think John Spytek has a different strategy than what Pete Carroll thought. And I think that's part of it. I don't think John Spytek wanted to trade for Geno Smith. I don't think that was on his mind. John Spytek did interviews, and it was really that, like, he had to be convinced that Geno was, like, the guy, you know? And I'll tell you what, I doubt he thinks that now. But anyways, he was just kind of like, it was very like GM speak. Like, it was like, look, that's Pete assured me that this was the guy. And, you know, I watched him in camp and we're like, you know what? You might be right, Pete. Like, it was kind of like, which means like I had other ideas.
Yeah.
It was quite clear they wanted Matthew Stafford to be the quarterback of the team.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was what they wanted. Brady's fawning over him. Spytek wanted him. It didn't happen. Whatever. You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? And but to me, Spytek, I go in all the time. Look at the contracts they gave out in free agency. Other than Max Crosby, it was 1 and 2 year deals to guys. Nothing really super guaranteed. A lot of placeholder guys. I thought they should have given out more of those contracts and really tried to like cast a wide net of guys that might be able to get up for extensions. They traded back in the second round twice, which, you know, I'm not saying is bad, but it doesn't strike me as we're all in. That's not what I think. Pete Carroll might have just thought he could make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
I think so too.
And that didn't happen. But I think John Spytek said this is not a good roster right now at the moment. This is not a good roster. It's going to take a couple years. That's the way they conducted themselves in the offseason, other than the Geno trade, which is clearly a Pete Carroll thing.
I think Suge's calling it. I don't know if I'm going to get to your call tonight, Suge, though. I don't know if we're going to get to your call tonight. So the defense actually had a good game. We did have 3 GELs this week.
Whoa.
We had 3 GELs. One from Malcolm Kuntz, Tonka Hemingway, and Thomas Booker. Adam Butler's been playing well the last. He must have been listening to the show. Yeah. He must be a listener. He must be a listener.
He had a sack. Oh yeah, he did have a sack. That's right.
Yeah, he had a sack.
Dragon Ball Z. He does the Dragon Ball Z thing. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Charles Snowden.
He played well. He played well.
Played well, but that was. I think the more question is he playing over Malcolm Kuntz?
Yeah, because Malcolm Kuntz is not having a good year.
Wow.
I mean, is he injured still, or is he like still working his way back? Maybe, but that's a weird decision that's going to be made. Malcolm Kuntz. It's like, do you extend him? Maybe you can do it for cheap, as maybe almost pay him as a depth rotational player in the offseason. And if you let him go, it's like, oh god, now he's on the Patriots tearing it up. You know, like you could also see that, but. Other than the 8 games of Malcolm Kuntz's 2023 season, like it just really hasn't been there. I know you were a huge fan of him.
Well, I was a big fan. I mean, he is from a small school, so but you know, he had that big year. I thought it was going to be a breakout, but he hasn't been good this year. But looking at the snaps, Snowden only played looks like 3 snaps as a pass rusher. He had 3 pressures and a sack.
Hey, look good out there.
That's called efficiency, in my opinion. I don't know about y'all. That's efficiency.
Bang for your buck.
Eliminator asked, "What is a GEL?" Thanks, short wide receiver. Let me know. Goose egg, laughing my ass off. We created that last week for Leaky Foe too. So it's a new thing. I know, baby Shug, but I don't think we're gonna get to it tonight. We'll get to it Friday. We'll get to it Friday on you, dog. We save it. Because we're almost getting out of time here. All right, so let's get to linebackers. Really didn't do anything this past game.
No, I mean, but to be fair, Bo Nix was not really attacking them the way other quarterbacks do. I thought Bo Nix was awful in that game.
Yeah. What? Tyree Wilson has more sacks than. Oh, what is our sack count for Tyree at this point?
What has he got, like 2.5, 3?
What is he at? He is at. Yeah, he's just 2.
Yeah, not great.
Not great.
They want him banned for a hip drop tackle. I saw that killed me. I was laughing because J.K. Dobbins apparently was mad about it. I don't know why people get mad about some rule that got invented like last year, like it was like it's scripture, like you're Moses with the tablets, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is how we could ban him for this. They invented that rule last year. Chill out.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. People are just
hip drop tackle. Get out of here.
All right, so we saw some improvement from the secondary too.
Yeah. Eric Stokes been playing well, man.
Yeah, he has, man. He has. I'm not gonna lie. Darnay Holmes played again. I don't know what that's about. Jeremy Chin had a really good game. Darian Porter only had 1 target this week. Didn't give up a catch. But IPM either gives up a huge play or he makes a play. He's a funny player.
Depth player. I think he's a very good depth player going forward. Like safety 3. V's your safety 3 next year. That's a goal for next year. John Spytek, make him safety 3 next year. Do whatever you can do. Mm-hmm. Isaiah Polamau is your 3rd safety. I'll feel great about that. Safety 1, he's going to be out there long enough to screw the game up. But when he's out there in certain packages, he makes a play. He catches the football, too. He does catch the football. He reminds me of Michael Huff. I'm telling you, he reminds me of Michael Huff.
Actually is a great.
Michael Huff caught the football. He couldn't tackle the guy in front of him, but he caught the football.
Oh, yeah. See, A.G. Halsey Hive. That is me, too. A.G. Halsey. Mm-hmm. Which is like, if the Raiders go first round and they're going to get a safety, that's a guy to get. What pair you have drafted high, defensive player and a quarterback you trade up for? He's on the board for Peter Woods and Sellers. I don't think Sellers will come out.
I don't either, but it wouldn't be a bad year for him to do it, though. Peter Woods and Lenore Sellers in the first round, I'd be very happy about that. To me, I would say right now, I'd say Arvell Reese and John Mateer. I know not everybody's a John Mateer person, but I think what we're seeing right now from Mateer is him bouncing back from a pretty tough hand injury on his throwing hand. Mm-hmm. I still think the guy can friggin' play, and I think he's a Raider. I think he very much. I know it's same helmet scouting, which people frown on, but he reminds me a lot of Baker. So I think I like Mateer and Arvell Reese, but I love what you suggested, Peter Woods and Lenore Sellers.
Yeah, I was trying to see. I did miss what's his name? Caillou Blue Kelly. Somebody saw that. My bad. But he had 3 targets.
2 interceptions.
Yeah, 2 interceptions. So he had 3 targets, 2 interceptions, only gave it 1 catch. My bad. My bad about that. But who I would do, a couple. I like Cole Payton a lot, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Okay. That is the guy I would do it for. Also, I think if I'm gonna do that, I kind of would want like a Brendan's. I kind of like Brendan Sorsby just because I like his attitude. Even though like he kind of got exposed a little bit at Utah, but it was more like his wide receivers got exposed because Utah just played straight up man. They played single high man across the board, and we're like, you can't beat us, and that happened. And he did not look really good at this point, but that's really what I would do. I'm looking at Morton this week. Who am I watching this week? I'm watching. So I got if you guys want to check me talking quarterbacks, I do a draft show now every Sunday around 10:30 Eastern. I'll be talking quarterbacks on that draft show every single week, so check out for that. But this week I'm doing it's not that exciting, but I'm doing Sorsby, Chambliss, Klubnik, and Morton from Texas Tech. So I know my dude Michael, he's been asking about me doing Morton, so I'm gonna do something on that, and I'm gonna do Cole Payton for the members tomorrow. So look out for that, so I can get you guys on the train with me. I'm gonna convince you guys. Just remember that. All right, couple more questions here. Rate Spytek's offseason date scale A to F.
C. I don't think the Geno thing I can put on him. Yes, he did it, but it's clear why he did.
Oof. I'm gonna go D just because I still think they could have just made this team better. And I know his plan, but now in free agency next year, there's really nothing out there that much when I was looking. So we got, of course, I know people get cut, stuff like that. But
Mhm.
man, oof, it's gonna be tough. I just think that he should have went a little bit harder
Yeah.
on free agency, just to have some at least a couple of bigger signings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think they're being weird about his picks. Like the coaching staff is being very weird about his picks, which does lead me to believe maybe there is a weird disconnect. And if there is a thing about Pete Carroll being, let go, like maybe it's based on like, well, why aren't you playing the lineman I draft you? In the top 100 when we have injuries at the position. I like what he did in the draft. Drafts I don't judge after the first year. It's
Yeah, me
obviously
either.
some guys stand out, some guys don't right away, but you that's a like a year 3 thing right now. Like for instance, like right now is the Mayer Tucker Wilson draft is like really on the spotlight for me right now. I think these guys there's gonna be some quality players that come from this, and they're just gonna have to keep building through the draft. I like his process. I like his willingness to trade back. I'd like to see him trade up. Next year, if you have 10 picks, let's go up a little bit. Let's trade up. I think he understands the game. It's his first year. The free agency was not good. It just wasn't.
Yeah,
And I'm talking about letting guys like Merrick go, letting guys like Spillane go that are playing very well for their other teams. I can't blame him for Diablo because there wasn't one Raider fan that wanted him re-signed. I'm sorry, it just
no.
wasn't. It's just the way it worked. Yeah, he's. I think Spytek deserves more time. He will get more time. That's Brady's buddy, so I think he'll get at least 2 more years here to prove that. And we'll see.
Yeah, the Diablo thing is funny because like somebody was like showing film of him, and I was like, he looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
You guys are just like overhyping him for some reason. Like that shit was a little weird.
Yeah, I think he's doing really well on PFF too.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I
That's
think
really
his
what it
PFF
really is.
grade is really high. Yeah.
Yeah, but like Doug Farrar is posting film of him, and I was like, okay, so he's the same guy. He could blitz, and he plays a run well.
Mm-hmm. Fair point about Leatherwood. I have a reaction somewhere buried on YouTube of me reacting to
my
the
reaction is
Leatherwood
great
thing.
too.
I was pissed right at the time, for sure. Now and look, some picks you can say it, but I don't know, man. Like, never forget, man. Donovan McNabb booed on draft night in the Tim Couch draft. I mean, there's just a lot. You just gotta you don't know. Nobody knows. That's why football's fun because nobody actually knows. But Alex Leatherwood, I knew. Everybody knew. Nobody liked the pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That pick was awful, man. That was one of the worst.
Awful. Christian Darrisaw. Christian Darrisaw right there.
You guys, the punt blocked. That's why.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's the punter's fault that he got the punt blocked.
I guess
PFF.
I don't know.
PFF. Yeah, PFF is I want people to realize that people leave PFF all the time and go to other companies. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not some place that you just plant your flag in and like, because we are the best. There's definitely a utility for PFF grade as a reference. It's not that good of a company though. Like, I'm sorry. I've known people who have, interned there and stuff, and I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but that's people can argue, like players argue their grades all the time there, and these guys just don't know scheme and like responsibility the way that other people do, and they're asked to cover the entire league while they're doing that. Like, you think they know Jeff Ulbricht's scheme versus Lou Anarumo's scheme, and they can take a linebacker and tell you exactly what he should be doing? And that, come on, no.
All right, guys. Well, if you stayed and watched the show with us, just know that you missed nothing. The game is still 0-0, so we're going right back to halftime. I got you guys right back into for the action is going to start. I set you guys up.
Yeah.
So we're good to go because ain't shit happened in that game. You didn't miss a thing, guys. Didn't miss anything. You get to go check out the Monday night game. But thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back Friday, and then we got a show dropping tomorrow with the film review. And then, and then, like I said, I dropped the number in the chat. I'll drop it again. If you guys want to go ahead and give us a call, and we'll answer your questions on Friday. It's a lot better on Friday because we're like drinking and stuff.
and we're a little more removed from the loss. There's another loss coming, but that's like awaiting us, like an advent calendar. You know what I mean? Like that's this still the loss. It's like they lost. Fuck, like it's still that one. Yeah, I know. I'm drinking like tea. I'm drinking mushroom tea.
Yeah,
right
I'm drinking
like,
water and shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
hydrating and stuff, being responsible.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace.
Yeah.